welcome to my show. How many times have you been on my show?
I think twice.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I know the last one we were talking about static major.
Yeah, well, maybe this is the third time.
That's what I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, so you guys, you're now sitting in the center. It's my Keisha. Of course, I'm your host. I go by the name of Keisha Love. And I'm so honored, y'all. I'm here at the Roots 101 African American Museum with the founder, Lamont Collins. Like, pew, pew, pew. So, first off,
okay.
I have a surprise for you. That's how you beat me
up. I've been beating you up for three years for that award, right?
Yes, you have.
Yeah, I'm glad to have it.
I'm honored to present to you the Black-Owned Business and Excellence Award
2023.
Oh my gosh, y'all! Please,
it's all good.
Please,
all
y'all.
Good. It's been in my heart the whole time, so no problem.
Right, I feel like you. I feel like it was here the whole time. So you received the Legacy Award, and you weren't able to make it that year.
That's right.
But here you are.
Well, thank you. I feel complete now. I feel like a complete business now. This is the one I was waiting on.
Yay!
The rest of them just don't matter now.
What's funny is you're not the first person to say that. So thank you all for just supporting the Vogue Awards, and you are a Vogue Award winning location here at Roots.
Well, cool.
For the Legacy Award.
I appreciate that.
And you just keep going on and on.
We have to.
Because legacies matter.
There you go. That's the tag, right?
That's the tag. So, oh my goodness. So congratulations for that. That's long overdue.
Thank you.
I don't even know. Okay, you can sit down behind you.
Okay.
This is amazing, first of all.
I just hold it.
Okay, I know that's right. Okay. But yeah, this is amazing where we are. We are in the
Big Mama's
house.
Yeah. This is where our history starts. You know, our history wasn't put in history books, but Big Mama always had a house full of pictures to let you know your family, where they were, who was successful. It was a way that Big Mama told our story when the world wouldn't tell it. And Big Mama just didn't tell our story. She told us we could make it regardless of what white America said about us. That's in everybody's Big Mama.
And you got it down to the T. Even the
running card. Only thing I don't have is the plastic caps. But that's coming. But you see white Jesus over there. You know, white Jesus is in every house. Because, you know, they told us to love white Jesus, but historically white Jesus didn't look like white Jesus, you know. So, but, you know, Big Mama, she still told us to love the Lord, and that's what we did.
Yes, she did. And I just remember sitting down on the carpet right in front of here.
Yeah.
Just on my,
You were the remote control back then.
Well, my girl, she didn't let me touch nothing. It was we watching the stories, we watching Entertainment Tonight. She was obsessed with just like E.T., Entertainment Tonight. Just
those kind of shows.
Yeah, and now I see why I do what I do.
Okay.
So yes, so this is amazing. This is just one of the rooms. I'm gonna do a little pan when we're done. Just move the camera around so
Okay.
But more importantly, congratulations to you. Look at your phone right off the hook.
Yeah, be okay.
You a busybody.
Can't stop.
Oh.
Can't stop. Won't stop. Okay. That's how it goes, yeah.
So, congratulations on your, I don't want to get this wrong. You got a $1 million investment by the city of Louisville.
Yeah, and remember it's an investment. And when I approached them about it, see, people have to invest in our community. They got to invest in dreams, not just give money. I don't want a donation, I want an investment. And that's how I approached it. You know?
Yeah.
Invest in something Black-owned downtown in the business district where people can have ownership. And that's been my thing for 6 years. And finally, this mayor realized the importance of doing it this time and place. So I took it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Jesus. So 6 years?
Yeah, it's been 6 years.
Has it?
Yeah.
Because let's go all the way to the beginning before we get into the just more of that. Because of course we want to know, like, what does it look like? What are the plans? Like, oh my gosh, so many questions. But before that, let's go to the beginning. I know, so I remember there was a different location, a smaller location. And so that was in 2021.
Right. That was right beside the Fraser Museum. I had a space right there. It was 3 floors, or maybe 4 floors, but there were narrow base because those buildings are real narrow.
Mm-hmm.
So each floor told a story, and then it drove back, and then it overlooked the river, and it was on Museum Road. So I wanted to take that location because it was telling a story on Museum Road. Black stories wasn't told on Museum Road. But we already outgrew that building in less than a year.
Yeah, because I never even made it. It was already moved somewhere else.
So we have a top opportunity to come. This building is 13,000 square feet. We've outgrown it. So that's what the $1 million is for me to solidify a location that will always be there. So that's the purpose of that. We do 65,000 guests a year. So you're talking in 6 years, 65,000. Not many museums in the country can say that, right? Right here in Louisville, so we're proud of it.
Lamont.
Yeah, proud of it.
Now, okay. So with this expansion, and then they say permanent, to help keep it permanent.
That's what the investment was.
Yeah.
To make sure it stays here.
Right.
And we got the Black Sports Hall of Fame. We'll be coming here to be part of our museum. We're going to bring Black Sports Hall of Fame, which have horsing, would have sport, would have all kinds of sports that Black people contributed to. So I have that. I have the third floor. We already had the Family Search Center. I have a contract or a partnership with the Mormon Church. They have the Family Search. The Mormon Church has the biggest database of history of anybody, family history. So we're the only Black-led nonprofit or Black-led business that actually partners with the Mormon Church, where you can come here and get your ancestry. We can take you back as far as you need to go. As long as you know your mom's name, your dad's name, we can go back and find out what it, like I say, legacies matter. And I talked to them, they understood the importance of telling our story. And that's what we did. So we've done that here at Roots 101.
I didn't know that.
Yes, on the third floor.
What?
Yeah.
So now are we doing with DNA or like that?
We can do DNA.
People are scared of that.
Well, I partnered with a group of DNA. It's a brother out of Nigeria. He's the only, when I went to the Mormon Church, he's the only DNA that can take you back to your actual tribe. Okay, most DNA can take you to your West Coast, South Coast, North, West Africa, but he can take you to your actual tribe. And it's the only scientifically, he's the only one that can do that, his group. It's a group of scientists, all Black scientists across the country, across the world, and they're part of that. So we're hoping to get, well, not hope, I will be doing it. We'll be going to Nigeria on a 1,000-man return, and be men and young boys, and we will sit for 3 or 4 days and go through like a manhood kind of thing. I'm part of the wisdom seekers that go over and be part of that. So, yeah.
Wow, when is that taking place?
That would be in November.
And can boys sign up?
Yeah, we're working on it now. I'm part of that group. They just bring me as one of the wisdom group leaders. So the more I find out, there's a cost to it. The more I can find out, I'm gonna try to get underwriters to support some kids to go. Because it'd be awesome.
How old do they have to be?
I think we're going from what I was told. I think we're starting at 13, 14 years old. Parents let them go, they can go.
Up until 18?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, have you all ever done anything like that?
Not like that. I mean, not take kids out of the country. I have things we do at the museum. I have a Young Kings program where I take young boys and spend a day with them, and I'm trying to create that to something be bigger sometime this summer. Some things I have to just get the manpower to make it work. So you got to build it. It's the manpower.
I understand that.
Who wants to be part of it? And mentoring, I was doing mentoring before the word mentoring was going on. When I was 100 Black Men, when I was Big Brother, Big Sisters, I've done it all my life. So I know the importance of men being with young boys. So,
it is so important. You always ask me about my son.
Yeah. Because he matters to me, right?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And it's an open house. If people want to bring their children here, they can bring them. We have a barber shop upstairs. Well, it's an exhibit, but it's going to be a permanent barber shop.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm doing it with Divine the Barber. We're working on it now. I have an exhibit up there called Black to the Future, letting young kids know that we have a future no matter where we are when it comes. So set up like a barber shop where kids can come and get free haircuts when they learn history. So we're working on that now. So that should be going on in the next couple of months, yeah. It's a cool exhibit over and look at barber chairs and everything. And I got chessboards. The reason I put chessboard, you know, they always say black people play checkers, but the world plays chess. So I have a chess league that I work with Jefferson County School with Corbin Sievers, and what we do is teach kids chess. And what I say is that it's strategy over destruction. Because I want kids to know how to strategize and not destroy each other. And the Black Panthers used it to teach kids in the ghetto, because in chess, the first thing you do is protect the king, right? So in the black community, we have to understand how to protect our men. And then the woman, the queen helps surround and protects the king. I call it black love, right? And then we talk about strategy. In chess, the first piece moves is the white piece. So the Panthers use it to teach kids that white society or white America will always make the first move. We need to learn how to strategize when they make it. So I use chess as a way of teaching strategy over destruction.
Wow, because I have seen those classes. So how can kids get involved?
That's how to go on our website, roots-101.org, or call them corporate Louisville Chess Ambassadors, Coach Sievers, and he can help you with that. Yeah, but a lot of information is online.
Yeah.
Just get online and find it. And most of the things we do, there's never a charge. You know, that's part of what I say. Our house is that I can provide services for kids without making mama spend the last dollar to make that happen.
No, we ain't.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I ain't got it either.
Right.
But I know
we're gonna go find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Huh. Wow. Like, what else don't I know? So with this expansion, what are the plans? What are some of the?
Well, like I said, the plans will be to, of course, bring more. I got more stuff to put in the museum, not stuff, but more collection. And we're going the bottom floor. We'll expand out. We'll have some maybe commercial businesses on the other side of the building. We'll expand the search center. Like I said, we have the Black Hawk Sports Hall of Fame, and then we'll just we won't take the whole building. Some of the building I'll leave tenants in it just because you need that cash flow to maintain what you're doing. But within the next year or two, we'll take the complete building and keep going.
All right now. So there's another side over here.
Yeah, we go to the back side.
Yeah, because I know
when you go
Frank
to
Nicole.
yeah.
I've seen.
When Nicole's here, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. That's my. I thought there was another side. I didn't know what was going on over there.
Yeah. And I made sure that they could bring Nicole in the building when she was trying to do what she needed to do, and it worked out great for her. And now I'm going to try to get the whole building.
Right. So what is going on over there right now, though?
There's other businesses over
there.
Oh, there are already. Yeah, been business over forever. Matter of fact, the mayor himself has his campaign is in this building. His campaign office.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Then you got Static Major on the side.
Yeah.
That's so absurd.
Yeah.
You're just over here, just.
Yeah.
Okay, permanent.
Yeah. Permanent.
Yeah.
And that was the whole plan from the beginning. I always talked about ownership. And, I think, Keisha, what I realized, especially for young people, is to understand nothing's done overnight, right? So 6 years seems like a lifetime to most people. It's just a plan for me, right? And when you start planning things out, no matter when people are not rocking with you, when they said you can't do it, all those things, you just keep going.
You know, it's funny, when you had the first location, I didn't get a chance to get to it. Because for one, of course, we think it's going to be there, we'll have time, but you move so quick.
Yeah.
But I just remember seeing a post of you sitting at a table or something. It just seemed like a table. I didn't really see, nothing like any of this. I didn't see it anymore anyway, but I knew someone was like, I don't know why he's doing that. He think he don't, like, what? And then I was like, he don't have no money to do all of this.
Yeah.
I just remember hearing that and being like,
That's what we do. But I've done a lot. I mean, I've done so many different businesses that have passed and failed, but I've done everything. I mean, nobody can tell you it's something I haven't done and I accomplished or never tried. So hearing people say it couldn't happen never bothered me because I know it could happen.
What are some of the things that you tried?
And to succeed or try to fail? Both. Well, I did construction. I did hotel. I did the Caesar over there, hotel. I've done hotels throughout Tennessee. Shoney's Inn, you name it, in Clarksville, Tennessee, Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. I built about every major commercial piece there. My father was building, he built churches and schools all through Louisville. So construction is what I've done. I've been in the coal business, been in the oil business. I've been in the scrap business. I was dealing with minorities were getting commercial contracts. I was in the middle of all that. Everything you see Trump trying to take away is what I built my fortune with. So, not that I have a fortune now, but that's where my livelihood's been, doing things like that.
Wow. Now, what are some of the things that you failed at that you tried?
Me and my wife had a beauty salon. We had the first black Aveda concept salon in the South, other than Atlanta. We were in the old Rick Square Piano Bar. We had purchased that building, and then the city of whoever wanted it back, and they ended up getting it in a healthcare center took the spot now, and they rebuilt it out. But we were there first, and
They said it was the only.
black Aveda concept.
What does that mean?
Aveda is a beauty business, one of the biggest in the United States. It was natural beauty care that it's predominantly white people, and we were one of the first black people to get into it. And it was known in Atlanta. Here would have been Z Salon. Remember Z Salon was a Aveda concept salon. And matter of fact, when we moved downtown, Z's moved down into the Silvac because she saw what we were doing. Yeah, we've done some innovative things. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Now let's bring it back here to Ruth.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Now, as far as the other side, there's already business there, so you plan to bring more businesses, or what are the plans?
Well, it's a combination.
You say the whole building.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is to take ownership of the whole building. How you build that out, you got to be intentional on how you build something out, because everything has cost to it and cost effects to it, and then it has to be purpose driven. You just can't bring businesses that don't belong in what you do. So we'll take our time with that, or I'll take my time with that, but it will be a place where other black businesses can come to. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then we have 3 floors here. Well, 3 floors, the whole thing.
3 floors. Now, when we acquired the building, it'll be 4 floors then. Because on the other side has 4 floors to that side. Well, I have 3 to this side. It has 4 to the other side.
Okay, so we're expanding the museum on this side and expanding
On the right
the black businesses that are over here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not just black businesses, business in general.
Business in general.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. And now, you all change things out
All the time.
all the time. How often?
Well, it's really when I feel it. When I think it's time to tell another story, we'll change it out. I'll probably change out one next week, dealing with music. Brent Barnett has been calling, wanting to do something with music. So I'm going to make a music store upstairs where you go in and you pull the records out so kids can get a feel of the love for music and albums. So we're going to be doing that. It's in my podcast room, so I'll switch it over to do that for maybe 2 or 3 months. Then we'll come back. It's always whatever's dancing in my head, whatever. But I'm just persistent on telling the story. So whatever that next story is, and this is relevant to what it is now, and then I'm going to tell the story.
What are some of the stories that are being told right now?
Well, I think, like I said, Big Mama's House, which you're in now. The Ku Klux Klan, one in the middle is called the Circle of Hate. And when I get
That's a strong one.
it's strong.
But that stays, doesn't it?
It stays. It's gonna stay because hate stays, right?
Yeah.
We got they're just not wearing costumes anymore. They're wearing icy suits, president suits, senator suits. So you still gotta tell hate. You want kids to understand how to identify and see hate. And kids come in and they go, "Ooh, they got a costume on the horse." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you have a car? Your mom got a car?" And they said, "Yeah." I said, "That means people know the car she drives, right?" So, and the Klans and horses, what they drove, that's why they covered the horse up with a costume. Just try to hide the hate even within the animals they have. So, trying to tell stories like that, and kids love it because they understand it and get it. Over in the Coming to America, the room over there where you see the slave box, where they have to have slave box.
I remember when you got that.
Enslaved people, yeah. And I would say enslaved, not slaves. We're just, like I would say, we're descendants of kings and queens that were enslaved in America. And that's a game changer. When we start understanding where we came from, we're descendants of kings and queens that were enslaved. So I always tell everybody that when you think about it in that standpoint that you were enslaved, there's a freedom to that too. That no, we weren't enslaved, you enslaved us. And now I need to know why you enslaved us. And in spite of it all, we survived. So when you come out here, you understand that we're survivors. Black people are never told they're survivors. We might be the greatest survivors this world ever seen. And we're the greatest patriots this world ever seen. Because we believe in the American dream when the American dream didn't believe in us. And every day we get up, we believe in America's going to do right. And we have not seen that right yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is the most, what item have you received that touched you the most? I would say besides the slave box, because that was tough.
That was, probably, I think, I don't know, I think when I get something, now I says, I think when I get something from white people, may mean more, and I say it means more than black people keep it up their history, so don't get that wrong. But when I see white allies or white people willing to talk about the past of that they were part of, their family was part of, and they wanted to walk away from that and don't want their legacy to be when somebody comes in their house, they see this Klan picture in the corner and think that's who they are, right? Mm-hmm. Even though they know their family may have been, they want to move away from that. Right. So when I get a lot of the white clients that come in with compassion to try to change what happened, you can't change the past, but you can have the compassion to change the future. And when I see, when they come in and change, hey, I don't want to be part of this, I don't want to be part of America I see now, what can I do to help, right? And when you think about that, when I think about roots and surviving, I can talk about black support all I want to, but I can't deny the white support that wrote checks when black people did. See, so I got to be true to that point that one reason's here because there's some white allies that wrote checks to make sure it stayed here. And that's deep in itself.
Yeah.
You know, so I can talk about that story about white allies because it's been white allies that helped me come here and white allies that helped keep me here, right? So that's why when people come to Roots, it's not about black history. It is about black history, but it's about American history because black history is American history. Mm-hmm. So why people understand that and don't allow people to put wedges between what we are and what we should be. We should be a country that invites everybody to the table, right? Not what we see as a president today. Because the greatest point of America is when black liberation and white liberation move forward together. That's what changed this country.
Do you think that will happen?
In our lifetime, I don't know. But I know my job is to plant the seeds to make it happen.
You're doing your part. That's how I feel as well.
Yeah, that's all I can do. But I know I'm talking about things in my grandchildren about the same thing I talked to my grandmother about. And that's sad. Why are we going back and talk about things in the past? And then what else is probably that's so heartening to me is so many young kids come in and don't know the history. Or I put shackles on, like this 400-year shackles.
I know it.
Right, and I put those shackles, and a black kid look at me and say, it ain't that heavy. See, but they say, and because their mindset is.
Well, they took it out of the schools.
It took it out of the houses.
Yeah, they took it out.
But what hurts me is that you think anybody has a justification to put them on you. Not as long as they're not heavy, they don't belong on you. So my mindset is don't accept what happened to you and try to justify it by saying it's not that heavy. Can't do it. Just think of that. But that's what I get. I get so many kids, the first thing they say is ain't that heavy. No, it shouldn't be on me. Because a Jewish kid's going to say it don't belong on him. A white kid's going to say it's not. But you're going to accept it and say it's not that heavy. That's why I have to teach the way I teach.
So, I guess back to the question though, there's not one item. It's how items
It's how they come and the stories tell.
Yeah, the stories.
Yeah, because like I always say, I teach the future so we don't repeat the past. People say, what do you mean I teach the future so we don't repeat the past? Because the past is becoming our future. Mm-hmm. So if I can teach young people, hey, this is coming, be prepared so it doesn't come. Vote. Don't let people tell you not to vote. Voting has been the greatest thing that black people achieved. Voting. Why do you think they're trying to stop us from voting? Right? So they're just simplicity things that we have to continue to do, and we have to talk about it. Just because we move in the neighborhood with 2 cars and a garage and a new house, that you can't tell your kids on the history of America, because that history they still have to deal with.
So, how did this even? How did the investment even come about? Did you? Has it been an ongoing thing that's been going on? I know you said the last name.
Well, from the time I started this museum 6 years ago, it's all been about investment.
Right.
I've never approached anybody about giving me anything. It's been about investing. So at 6 years, national attention, Stellar Award history, top Black museum in the country. Matter of fact, top museum in the world when I first opened in the U.S. Today.
Yeah.
So when you get those kind of recognitions, you can talk about it in front of everybody and stand on what you're saying. So even when I went to people that didn't believe, that could not deny the notoriety, even the city can't deny the amount of visitors. The city can't deny that I have invested in the city. Yeah. Think about that. I invested for 6 years in the city, so all you're doing is paying me back for what I've already done. Yeah. Right. So that's how I look at it. That's how I talk to people, and that, hey, I've done my part, and do your part.
Yeah, because you created a major attraction.
Yes. See? And so you know, and then when you look at numbers, my million doesn't add up to other millions other people get or in their budget every year. I'm not there yet, right? But I'm gonna be, because I keep building where you can't deny me for being in your budget like you have other museums in the budget. And it's not I'm coming to you that you didn't know, because I told you up front, this is my goal. My goal when I opened this was to open by this building. Always been my goal. My big goal has always been to be there for young Black businesses, people like you. My doors are open door policy. My phone's up. It's not anybody that doesn't have my phone that can't call me.
Yeah, because anytime I've ever asked for anything.
And I think that's part of who I am. What I'm going to do. I'm going to be there. Yeah. Now, can I deliver every time? I don't know, but I'm going to give you somebody that can deliver for you.
That's true.
I know I got a Rolodex that if I can't do it, I know somebody may try to do it. And that's just how I operate.
Wow. So, what was the first thing you did after you got the news?
Well, every day I do is pray. I do that before I get out of bed.
Went straight to God.
Yeah, and I did it when I started. It was faith over financing when I started. There's one prayer that is a prayer called Prayer Jabez, which is called a selfish prayer. But in the prayer Jabez, he says, expand oh God, expand my territory. So when I started this, my first thing was expand my territory, make it bigger, make it better, and I hold the responsibility of what you call me to. So I see you crying. You must do that same prayer, right?
No, I didn't know that. I've never heard of that prayer, but it's on that. Yeah. I'm always asking God to please just use me.
That's all you can do, right? Just use it, and everything has happened. And it took a while to get there. You know, you try to figure it out yourself. You do this. You go to people that you shouldn't go to. I've done that. I got a book on that. But when you just trust God in the process, it always works. Yeah. And I tell young people all the time, you will fail, but you don't stop.
Yeah. Because I bet when you have something that faith, that mustard seed faith, it's like, well, I just don't know. I don't really know what quitting means. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't.
That's what I do.
Yeah, and you've been doing it.
Right.
And I'm sure it's been times I just don't know if I can make it out. And we all go through that. But you just got to trust God and make it happen.
But then I think about the alternative. What else would I be doing? I have to do what God wants me to do.
Purpose driven.
It's my purpose. Yeah. It's my passion.
Yeah. And that's what you do.
I tell people, start off if you're trying to find yourself, do what you would do for free.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. So anyway, so that's what Roots is about. I call it our house, because I really believe this is everybody's house. And I think a lot of people come here to do, they come in here and they feel different, something about the atmosphere. And I think it's because our ancestors are present. I really believe it. I believe our ancestors are present. And I believe everybody feels something when they come here of their past, right?
Yeah, I'm super emotional, to be honest. I miss my grandmother so much. Just for the times we're in, you know, grandmothers, grandparents. And I miss my grandmother so much for being in here.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
So, and that's the cool thing about roots is that I can be as black as I want to be, and I don't have to worry about anybody saying I can't be. See, man, well, you can do that and tell the stories, and somebody says, well, I'm not going to give you money. Well, don't give me money, because I'm going to keep telling this black story. And that's the independence I have now. So even those that give me the money, they know I'm going to tell the story the way I need to tell the story, not the way you tell it.
Not being controlled at all.
No, not at all. I never have been. Anybody knows me, never have been. Never have been.
Uncontrollable.
Yeah. You know, I always say I make the comfortable uncomfortable so we all can be comfortable.
Oh, wow.
And that's what roots is.
Yeah. You don't leave her feel comfortable.
Right.
Okay, so and you also, speaking of all the things, you allowed the underground Lou guys. So I took the underground Lou.
Yeah.
This newspaper.
Yes.
Our very first issue, you allowed us to put it in a room. It's here. I haven't even went to go see it since it's been here. What, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
But I assume it's still there.
Yeah. It's on the wall.
Oh, goody. Thank you. Think about that. Like, that is such an honor.
Yeah. You're in the room that I call Just Us, and it's got the Ebony magazines and all that. You don't have one.
I didn't know. I didn't realize the rooms had names, though.
Yeah. Every room has.
They've always had names?
Always in 10.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. But that is just a huge thing that we're able to just express ourselves and leave our legacy at a place like this.
And that's what it's about.
Nonetheless, okay, I can't keep doing this with you. This is a lot. Now, you know I'm emotional all the time. Whew. So what do you want the people to know that they may not know?
I think, I don't know what they don't know, but what I want them to know is that I know my assignment. And as long as I know my assignment, I'm always going to take care of my community. That I know. And that's I rest my life.
Know your assignment. That's a hard thing. A lot of people don't know their assignment.
That's right.
That's the biggest part to me.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people want a microphone, a lot of people want to talk, but they ain't prepared to talk. They just talk loud and saying nothing.
It's a lot of talking.
Yeah. So I'm aware of that too. But I even try to help young people on that. Not that I have all the answers, but you know, one thing my mother told me when I was little, when I used to go outside and I come out and tell her, well, this kid said this, and this kid said that, and the teacher said this. And she would look at me and she said, what did you say? What did you say?
Well, what did you say?
Yeah.
That's a black mama.
Yeah, and when she said that, it made me always realize to understand what I'm saying, right? Because it doesn't matter what you say, it's what I'm saying, but I can justify what I have to feel and what I have to do. So I live my life like, what did I say?
Oh, well, another thing that people might not know, speaking of my fan, is that you guys sell things here. I bought some earrings here once. What do we sell? We
have a retail shop. We have books. We have sweatshirts, T-shirts. We have calendars. We have books. I mean, we have everything. Especially if you're trying to be conscious with your black kids and black purpose. We have the books to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I think. Matter of fact, I did a thing yesterday about reading. Reading is so important because reading takes you everywhere. You know, that's why I love about reading because it can take you so many places. And our kids have to learn to read, but they have to understand what they read. So it's about the understanding the importance of reading because it can take you so many places. It can take you from Smoketown to Europe. It can take you from West End to Chicago. It can take you wherever you want to go if you take the time to read it.
Yeah, if you're trying to travel.
Yeah, right.
That's a way to travel.
Yeah. I mean, because everybody got money to get there.
Right.
But I can travel by reading that book. That's why reading is so important.
We should do a book club.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that. Also doing, I've got a camp this summer talking about writing. And remember now, most kids nowadays can't cursive write. But when I look at history and look at catalogs and stories that I deal with, it's in cursive. Now, black kids can't read the history. How are they going to tell the history, right?
My grandma, she only wrote in cursive.
Yeah.
Everything, she would have her prayers written in cursive on the wall.
So many, that's experience so many of us got. But now we don't read cursive because school said we don't need cursive. But every history that's written is written in cursive. So if you can't read the history, you got to go to ChatGPT, whatever, to read your history. what's it gonna tell you? It's gonna tell you what you want to know. The book tells you what it is. So we're gonna do a program about writing, about kids understanding how to read cursive.
I can't wait until I would just want to have a special section in the newspaper for Roots. So we can just like continue to make sure we spread the word.
I definitely do it. I do a lot by video, but if you want a section and you come up with something, I'd be glad to give you something. Every edition.
That would be great. Yeah, because I try to put stuff in there every now and then, and we're not really good at letting people know they're in the paper or nominated for awards, because it's just above me. I never realized there was so many of us doing so many things, but yeah.
Yeah, but see, here's what I love about you. You know people are doing things, but you're not intimidated by what they do.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
okay.
But some people get intimidated.
Sad.
They want to do what you do and say they can do it better than you. I care less if somebody did it better than you, but I think everybody needs the opportunity to do it. And you support them as they do it. And that's what we need to do.
And I go through normal things like insecurity. That's why I worked on myself last year. I stopped myself,
Well, we talk to you guys all the time. I always say, girl, you need to chill out.
I
let it go.
And I'm like, you know what, you're right.
Just stay focused on you.
Yeah, but then it turns into other things.
That's right.
Get off track.
And we do that. You just got to stay focused.
But you got to notice it too. And it's
also, be honest with you.
Yeah, and the people around you too.
Yeah. Because everybody, our kinfolk, our skinfolk ain't kinfolk.
Yeah, a lot of people smiling in my face.
Like, oh yeah. Well, the song OJ, Smile in Your Face, Take Your Place.
They smile in your face.
Yeah, it's always going to be there.
Holding on.
You got to keep doing what you do.
You know, I just feel real super black.
So you should.
I really do. I feel like we need to just turn on the little step players.
All that, and be unapologetic about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it's about.
We've always wanted to have the award here, the Bob Awards, Black on Business Excellence Award, Bob Award winning Roots.
Right.
But
I told you that it happened. We just never happened.
Well, we just need. I think we need a little bit more space.
Yeah, that's what you said.
And I'm scared.
Yeah, and I got you. But you got to put money out to make money. And I get it. But but all I can say is, this is the space I have.
It is perfect.
So it doesn't. A lot of people come in and they go, "Well, it's not big enough." I get it, but it's big enough for what God's given me. Right. And in our community, it's like Big Mama's house. The best Christmas you had was in that little bitty house.
Yeah.
And when the cousins buy a bigger house, it might be a bigger house, but they ain't the same party.
It's not the same.
Right. So we got to do that same mindset that everything we got that we have, we have to take it to a white place. It's a bigger place.
Oh no!
Because what you're doing is taking away our spaces, right?
Yeah.
And we have to make sure we support our spaces so we can have places. We just want to go where the white man's. My grandma used to say, the white man's ice water is not colder than the black man's ice water. Same ice water.
Same ice water.
But see, we still getting that mindset. If we're gonna make it, we only can justify making it if we're in their place and not ours.
And no, we've always been intentional about.
Well, I know you that.
But this is more, yeah.
No, everybody has not been.
Yeah, because we could have it.
I remember you went to Heritage Center. I know
it.
I've always been to support you.
But this is ultimate, and I'm also just afraid of being liable because there's so much stuff to break.
See, people don't realize. This is probably the only museum in the world that you can touch and feel everything. Yeah, you can touch and feel, take pictures. I'm not intimidated by any of that because more black people see my pictures, more black people want to come see my pictures, right? So you can touch and feel. But here's what I remember about my grandma, Big Mama. She buys something new at Sears and Roebuck. She says, you can touch it, but don't break it. And the reason she said touch it because she wants you to know you can obtain it. Said so many of our kids don't get to touch anything. So how can they obtain what they don't know? So I would say touch it.
See, that's why I miss my granny. I'm like, I need my granny as an adult.
So you touch it here. And when kids touch it, they feel something that somebody looked like them made. That's awesome. More than 500-600 years ago.
And now some of these pictures are yours.
Yes, some of my pictures. A lot of the families in here. Now, Oprah's not my family. I got Oprah up there.
I see Ali over here with his baby.
Yeah, but a lot of times I put people like that because Oprah was in somebody's family. So when people come in, they look at somebody, oh, yeah, that's right. She was on somebody's wife. She was here. But there's a lot of my family, a lot of people in the community, my grandmothers, me in high school. Oh, my Hall of Fame from high school.
You are killing me with this slapstick on the floor.
Oh yeah.
It
Like
did something to me.
Yeah.
It did
It's
something to
memories.
me.
And that's the beauty of Black folk, is that so much of our history is memories for us. Because in a lot of time we lived, our stories told then, not back then. So memories is a great thing.
And even like this split store, I had to scoot it over a little bit. It's super heavy.
Yes.
I was like, whoa, the thing feel, the quality feels different.
Yes.
It's just like, dang it.
Yeah. See, remember when Big Mama died, we threw it all out the window. So we didn't even value Big Mama's stuff. That's one reason I talk about it. If we just value our history. See, white people take their stuff and take it to the flea market. They take their stuff and get it appraised and get a number for it. We've never done that. Black people have never taken things they're on and made it appraised so it has worked.
So we'll call it junk.
Yeah, we call it junk. Yeah, the white people, they keep it, they can tag it, they appraise it, and it becomes an heirloom they give their kids.
Yeah.
We don't get that mindset. Heirloom.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's what because if you go to the flea market places, same thing your grandma had. She had the irons, she had all those things they had, we had, but we threw Big Mama stuff away, and guess what? They took it out of the garbage and made money with it.
Yeah. Because I was in school with my grandmother in middle school, and but yeah, then I got pregnant young, got put out, whatever, and all my stuff is just thrown away in my granny's room. Yeah. And I'm like, what? And it was her stuff.
Yeah.
It was just, I was in the room.
Right, but even when things happened that she made a decision and said you had to go, or you made a decision and you had to go, you never stopped loving her.
Oh no, she didn't do that. My little tidbit. She ended up getting Alzheimer's and stuff like that.
My mother's going through that now. And, that's one of the worst things in the world.
I didn't even know, and I guess I was supposed to be her caretaker as a 12-year-old. Because the whole time I thought my granny was just in her room with the door closed. I just thought it was just a weird thing. Right. The whole time she was dealing with that.
No, it's a serious thing. I don't know if the Black community even learned to deal with that until maybe 10 years ago. We just said they out of the mind or they getting crazy.
That's what my family sent me to go live with my grandmother as a 12-year-old. And I was gone all day. It wasn't just...
Yeah. But can't take back tomorrow. Right. And just build up today.
But yeah, you're right. All the stuff in my grandmother's house, I was wondering, where did it go?
Yeah, it's gone.
Where is it?
And think how many houses in these neighborhoods that Big Mama had or Granny had,
and
she
died.
The house is gone. Yeah. So, and that's the kind of things we talk about in Roots. We deal with so many different issues here. That's why I know how valuable it is here. I mean, it's like a church service here sometimes. People come off the streets so crying. I mean, it's just that place. And it's a place that's got to be here forever. And that's what my purpose is to make sure when I'm gone, it's still here.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Well, that's why you got that legacy award. Because legacies do matter. And so, do you still have your podcast?
Still doing a podcast, but what I've learned is that you have to pace yourself. Mm-hmm. See, this is what the podcast is something afterthought. This is what God told me to do.
Yeah.
So I do podcasts when I have the energy, but I don't make it like gotta do it.
It's not a priority.
It can't be a priority,
right?
Because if it's a priority, then I'm gonna lose the priority God gave me, and that's the priority.
That's so funny. It's the same reason why you guys probably haven't seen me go live as much in the past a little minute. Just because God told me to start a newspaper for us and to start an award show for us, and even though everything started with my podcast and interviews, but that was just, so I'm trying to get back into it. So you can start seeing more of me now.
And I'm going to get back into it. Now, I do a lot of videos. You see me on videos all day. Because I found a way to do that to make it work. Because now, Roots is not here. Roots is all over the world now.
Roots is all over the world.
We're 86,000 followers. And they're real followers, not paid followers. These people that pay anything. I get people from Chicago. I get people from Japan. And they come to see. Right? A lot of them come to hold those shackles. You'd be surprised when people come to hold shackles. And they're like, wow. And there's two things in the shackle. You're going to feel passion, or you're going to feel passion and compassion if you write. You're going to feel the passion and compassion on what happened to people. If something's wrong with it, you're going to feel this passion. That means you just continue to hate. So that's why I use shackles. when the white woman stole crime with 37 million views.
We all
Remember that? Everybody saw that? And so many people came to me, and so many white people wrote me that I made her feel guilty, and I go, I didn't make her feel guilty. What it was, she had compassion. And the greatest part of America is when people have compassion and work together.
Sad that people don't. Well, I mean, but you know, we're only human.
So we're ready to get ready for events, get the music now, right?
Yeah, so what's going on tonight? There's always something going on. Looking busy?
Yeah, well, tonight we're doing the Black Corvette Club here in Louisville.
We have a Black Corvette Club?
Oh, yeah, they've had it for years, yeah.
They got a fundraiser or something?
No, they're just doing their thing. I used to drive Vets. I had Vets for years and got rid of them.
The cool cat.
Yeah, so they do. So they're gonna put on the show.
Okay.
Stick around, probably get a good show out of that.
Right, that's I'm like, okay. Pulling up in the Corvette. All right. Thank you for talking with me.
Well, you know, I love talking to you.
I love talking to you.
And I love keeping you in character, so keep this doing what you're doing.
You do always. I'll be in here dropping off these papers, y'all. Oh, because this is also a location for the newspaper as well.
Oh, a little bit.
We need to bring more because y'all run out so much. But yeah, every time I'm just like, okay, and I'm also, if y'all want to start helping delivering, please do.
And you know, I always stop you and ask you how you
You do. And I'll be like,
because I know you grinding.
hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, I know you grinding. Just keep grinding.
Yeah, I will. Thank you for the support.
Always.
And congratulations on your award.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's look at the year.
I had to look at it.
Yeah. 2023. And what year is this now?
We is in 26. We are in 26.
It's all good no matter.
I said if I forget this trophy, this happened. I think it's so many times.
It's all good.
This word is not truly.
I understand.
There you go. So hopefully you can make the awards next year.
And a lot of times, if I don't, you know, a lot of people say, we don't see you. It's because I'm always working.
Right. What you mean?
You know, and I just can't, it never stops for me, and to go out, sometimes I do go out, but I've done that. People don't realize Lamont Collins didn't start now. I've been Lamont Collins for 67 years, so I've always done stuff, right? So it's not have to be anywhere now because I've always was there before.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you first started, were you like co-founder with I have read somewhere maybe Junior Bridgman was around or
No,
something?
not at all.
And I was like, I don't think that's,
No.
I don't know where I've seen that.
No, I mean, I've had support from everybody, but no, Julia had nothing to do with the museum.
Like it was literally written somewhere. And I was like, I don't think.
But people make things up too. At one time they had me as.
It wasn't a credible source.
Yeah, well, it probably wasn't. But that's their reason of saying you made it because of someone else.
I'm glad I asked that.
That's all. No, that's not true at all. But was Junior our friend Junior Green? Yes, I'm a friend of a lot of people. But a lot of people don't help you get to where you are. Now, they might have gave you donations at one time or another. But no, Junior had nothing to do with this.
Well, I'm glad I didn't forget to ask that.
Yeah.
And clear that.
Yeah. And they'll come back and take you somebody else.
Oh, yeah, trust me, I understand.
Yeah. That's what we do. And then the funny thing is the people that say it have never been here.
Yeah, because people say most of it ain't never been to an award show.
Yeah.
They probably just want to interview.
I remember one time I was in St. Stephen's, I was going to the parking lot. St. Stephen's gave me an award of recognized museum. And I was going to the parking lot. And, I got a truck cat roots on the side of it. And this brother said, I'm so tired of hearing about slave stuff. I said, if you came to my museum, you'll find out it ain't about slave stuff. It's about, yeah, so. So anyway. Yeah. But I love what I do. I love what you do. We just got to keep doing it.
Yeah. And I'm glad you said that because you're right. Because even with like slave movies and stuff, I'm not watching that. Yeah. I'm not watching that. But there is a total difference. Yeah. This is a totally different. Yeah.
See, but
this is more of like a
it is a love connection. That's what it is. Because we're connected to it. That's one thing about our story. We're connected to it. Yeah. When people hold those chains, they feel something they never felt before because you're connected to this. So to try to say you're not connected is crazy. That's who we are and what we are. But what we need to understand is the strength of what we got, what we've been doing. The strength. See, white America has not ever told us to recognize the strength. They're scared. But see, I'm telling you, recognize the strength. If you recognize the strength, there's nothing you can't do. Change the narrative and make the narrative what you need to do. Because legacy is not.
All right, with that being said, y'all, legacies do matter. Make sure you go to roots-101.org.
That's right.
Or?
Yes,
Good.
that's the website. And all your questions answered on the website.
All right, and the address?
124 North First Street, right across from Humana Park.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah. Lou.
I gotta quit saying. I say it all the time. I don't know why I say it.
Yeah, you're not even a
Because
little
it's funny
girl,
to
so like,
me.
you saying it like King Louis. No, it's not like King Louis.
Oh, I always say things funny, but then I'm like, well, people gonna actually believe it, so I gotta stop. But it's just so fun. Anyway, so yes, we're here in Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And is there anything you want to say before we go?
No, but you keep doing what you need to do.
I will.
And all young people that, when people say you can't, just keep on doing it. You don't need permission. You don't need permission to do it. And I didn't ask for permission. And you don't need to ask permission. Just do what God's called you.
Yeah, if you're gonna ask anybody, ask God.
That's right. All one you want permission.
Yes. Oh, and what are we doing for Derby? You have anything for Derby?
Not particularly. Well, here's what I learned too.
They put them up.
No, what I learned is I don't do a lot on Derby because I do everything 365
So much
days.
throughout
So I don't do a lot of Juneteenth because I'm doing Juneteenth. You know, so a lot of things I'm involved in, but I don't entrench myself in those months because it's 365 days. And when I get Black people to understand, you don't have to come to Roots just in February. I need to come to Roots all the way through the year.
Okay.
So that I intentionally do things to make people understand our stories year round. I'm not gonna come Juneteenth and swap it out. I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna find me all year long.
Yeah.
Because it's an injustice when we think our story only matters 28 days a year.
At a certain time.
At a certain time.
At a certain time.
I don't want to worry.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you to the band. Yes, we don't know you're here, but thank you to the band. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. I love you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time on Saturday with Keisha.